日本時間7月11日、米メディア、MLB ネットワークでは、この日、オールスター出場を辞退すると発表した、ドジャースの大谷翔平選手について言及しました。ファン投票では、自身初の両リーグトップで、6年連続6度目の出場が決定していた大谷選手。番組内では、翔平は、ベテラン選手たちにとっても、一緒に過ごしたいと思うような人物だったのに、と、大谷選手の出場自体を嘆くコメントをしていました。ここからは、その様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
And we get this weird Shohei Ohtani news to kind of round out the first half as we get ready for All-Star coverage. This from Katie Wu on X. Shohei Ohtani has been scratched from tonight's start with, quote, continued irritation in his left knee. The Dodgers announced he will not play in the All-Star game. Some context, Shohei is going to be okay to participate as a two-way player in the second half. The left knee is called irritation. So scratch from the start today. You know, the no All-Star game thing, I think, is the big takeaway here. He's going to be okay. He will be in the lineup as DH, just not going to pitch tonight. I guess we all kind of held our breath thinking, oh, man, no All-Star game? What does that mean in the second half? But no All-Star game, that's a big enough deal in and of itself. We want to see Shohei on Tuesday.
I mean, he's the greatest baseball player this sport has ever seen. And on the mound this year, he's taken it to another level. And I'm done trying to say there's a limit on what this guy can do, because just when you think there's a limit, he exceeds that limit, he'll be missed at the All-Star game.
Yeah. What I think of is a couple years ago, talking to Shohei at the All-Star game and walking around, and you're seeing Juan Soto, you're seeing Aaron Judge, you're seeing Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, the stars of the stars, and you ask those players who are they most excited to talk to, and they all say Shohei. Like, Shohei, even for the veteran guys, is the guy that you want to hang out with. So he's the big separator for me. Every young guy who's at the All-Star game, they want the opportunity to see Shohei, to be in the same clubhouse, to just hang out with him, to just be on the field right behind the turtle while he's hitting batting practice. It's a special show.
Stated goal of his was to win the Cy Young Award. He might not have said it explicitly, but every time we have a chance to visit with Dave Roberts, he backs that up. Yes, Shohei wants to win the Cy Young Award. It's the last thing. It's the last vacant space on the trophy shelf back home. Does this do anything to that end? Because let's face it, he's not the shortest shot on the board anymore. The Miz, Christopher Sanchez, there are guys with lower odds for this than Shohei.
I don't think so. I think this is a precaution for the Dodgers because they want him available and they want him healthy for the second half of the season. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind if this were towards the end of the year and this were an important game for the Dodgers, even though they've blown the West wide open, that you would maybe run the risk to say, okay, we'll run him out there. I think this is purely precautionary because not only does he affect on the mound, but he's a big void when they don't have that bat in the lineup. So they need him in both ways.
I think it hurts him, though, Matty. I think it hurts him as far as when you start thinking about the Cy Young race and the fact that you do have two standout pitchers who are doing over and beyond with Mizorowski and Christopher Sanchez, when the race is going to be as tight, and Shohei is clearly not going to have as many innings as those guys have. So he has to almost be flawless every single outing. He's only going 5-6 innings, so every single outing, he has to be flawless. He has to give up 0 every single time to be in the conversation, because by the time the season spreads out to the end, I think Sanchez and Miz are going to have so many more innings under their belt with the strikeout numbers, with the ERA in combination, that's going to really make it tough for Shohei to go out there and win it this year.
Last thing I want to ask you, when it's your push-off knee, which is what it is for Ohtani, different than when it's on the landing side? Is it more concern one way or another?
I think it's equal because all of your weight is on your backside when you start, and then when you land, and all that weight gets transferred to the front. Neither or is good. So I'm not sure if I would say, hey, it would be better the left knee or the right knee. Either way, I think it presents a problem.
National League MVP, you're not going to like this. Perhaps it's not Shohei Ohtani. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong, right? He had another 2 homers like this week. Last 6 weeks, he got a WAR of 4. I know you don't follow WAR, but follow me on this. The hitting is about the same. Weighted runs created plus. Their slugging is about the same. Home runs about the same. On base about the same. Ohtani a little better. Base running runs. PCA is better. Fielding run value. PCA crushes Ohtani. Now Ohtani pitches 85 innings. I get it. But you know what? The total contribution, Rob, I'm saying this is a race right now.
No way, no how is this a race? Stop it, BK. What are you doing? You know it's not a race. And because Ohtani pitches, he's going to get way more extra points. And you can't.
Does he deserve it, though? Like, I've laid it out. Ohtani doesn't field, right?
You can't
PCA
make a case.
runs better, fields better. That's important, too. I know. He's pitched 85 innings. It's huge. We've never seen it. But I'm saying the total contribution, Armstrong's there.
This is coming from a guy who sold me on Ellie De La Cruz being the MVP.
Now you're moving the cheese. Now you're just pot-shotting me. I mean, now it's just cheap-shotting me. That does not count. Let's talk about what we're talking about here. Do you see what he did? You saw what he did. Don't talk about what we're talking about. I'm saying, who would you rather have this year? I'm saying it's close. You have the best center fielder in the game, fielding. He's now slugging like Ohtani. He doesn't pitch, but he outruns and he outfields Ohtani, and Ohtani doesn't field at all.
Look at all the MVPs that Ohtani wins, and it's because he can pitch, and it's always going to be the case unless he's just terrible and has a chubby 15 ERA. Other than that, I don't know how you're going to look at anybody, and unless Armstrong's numbers are so much bigger, which they aren't. They're comparable, but they're not so much bigger where you go, always having a once-in-a-lifetime season at the plate. He's not having that. That's how Aaron Judge won the MVP last year over a catcher setting a record for home runs because his season was so great that it was hard to ignore.
Yeah, PCA is on a tear, though. It's moving up. Just saying, stay tuned, all right? And just watch the cheap shots. I'm going to take a point away. Next time I take a point away. Take a point away. Take a point away. Take a point away. That's it. You get DQ'd. All right.
Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani, and that's what we do frequently here on MLB Network because I think he's the greatest player in the history of the game. But I went to break saying that you have one more stat that might surprise people, which at this point, when you talk Ohtani, I think is surprising in of itself.
Yeah, I was surprised myself looking at this. First of all, you know how much of the game has changed and how pitching has changed. It is hard to hit with 2 strikes. It's all about count leverage. This is the lowest slugging percentage with 2 strikes in the history since 1988, since we tracked the count information. It's tough to slug in this game. And why is it? Because hitters see fewer fastballs, plain and simple, right? When I looked at fastball percentage on 2-strike counts compared to those other years, you can see how it's going down and down and down. The name of the game with pitching now is having a deep arsenal of choices to show a pitcher, regardless of count, but especially with 2 strikes. So I'm going to show you the 3 best pitchers in the game today at limiting slug with 2 strikes. Zach Wheeler, 6 pitches. Sonny Gray, 6 pitches. Shohei Ohtani. But look at the difference, Roflo, in the slug there. He's miles away from anybody else. And it's not just this year. Looking at Shohei Ohtani against hitters in 2-strike counts, the lowest 2-strike slug since 1988, it's Ohtani last year and Ohtani this year in the last 3 years against everybody since 1988. I got a piece of video I got to show you.
All right.
Okay? I went to the way, way back machine.
Oh!
That's a
G-Man Choi?
G-Man Choi. Why am I showing you this? That's the last time Shohei gave up a home run on a 2-strike count.
Wow.
I mean, I'm including the postseason
More
as well.
More than 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's almost 700 consecutive 2-strike pitches. He is not allowed a home run. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's an MVP, a 40, 50 home run hitter, who was the best put-away pitcher in Major League Baseball.
No, it's remarkable.
It's crazy.
And like I said, I'm going to tell my grandkids one day what it was like to see him in person, what it was like to watch him all the time. So just an amazing, amazing performance again.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。